Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 50th anniversary Reverend Monsignor Hartman Awards Luncheon. Our program today is one that we are very excited about, and we hope you will enjoy it. It's our 50th anniversary luncheon, celebrating 50 years of ACIT serving and supporting the needs of Long Island businesses. As you know, ACIT's events are recognized as some of the best on Long Island. Our membership continues to grow in size and diversity, providing businesses the opportunity to meet new people and establish relationships that lead to business and personal development. I encourage any non-members in the audience to find out more about how the organization can benefit you, and would like to suggest that you strongly consider being a member, if you're not, so that you too can take advantage of the benefits of being a part of ACIT. You know, the 1960s, going back 50 years to 1963. Did everybody here survive the 60s? The 60s have been described by historians as the 10 years having the most significant changes in history. By the end of the 60s, humanity had entered the space age by putting a man on the moon. The 60s were influenced by the youth of the post-war baby boom, a generation with a fondness for change and far-out gadgets. So let me just take you back for a moment. Many of you remember when life was simpler, and some of you may think that this all sounds like ancient history, or they may only be things you learned about in school. In 1963, gas was 29 cents a gallon. The cost of a new home was $12,000. The average annual income was $5,800, and you could buy a brand new car for $2,300. On the music scene, the Beatles had just released I Want to Hold Your Hand. The Oscars were hosted by Frank Sinatra, the chairman of the board. Lawrence of Arabia won Best Picture, and Gregory Peck won Best Actor. And in the evening, we would sit down and we would watch Lassie on our 13-inch black and white TVs. And for 85 cents, we could go to the movie theater and see a double feature of The Birds and The Great Escape. Of course, 1963 was not without its problems. A couple of things. The Dodgers swept the Yankees in 4 games straight. The Mets lost 111 games. And the Chicago Bears beat the Giants. Well, nothing changed. 1963 also saw the passing of Pope John XXIII and the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Yes, life was very different back in '63, and yet the desire to build and grow businesses throughout the United States was part of the American dream. I can only imagine that the founders of ACIT would be very proud to see how far we've come. Yet the more things change, the more they remain the same. And as our name suggests, the mission is to champion business development by providing a network and a variety of forums where members can build successful relationships, create business opportunities, and remain competitive in our rapidly changing world. I suspect that was true in 1963, and it's even more true today. So today we gather together to not only celebrate 50 years of ACIT, but to honor some very distinguished men and women who have had a profound impact on the lives of many people.